Hey everyone. Gonna have Shane Duckworth on soon. He's gonna hop in and give us his takes on Decision 2019. I got some questions for him, and we're gonna get some answers. I'm gonna talk to him about what the candidate said from last night. We're just trying to get him on to Skype right now. So if you have any questions for the Shane Duckworth, let me know. Post them up, and I'll get them asked as soon as I can. So we're just waiting on him to hop into Skype. Yeah, we can do that. We're just trying to get Shane Duckworth on, everyone. Just give us a few seconds. We're trying to get this rolling. So if you have any questions for Shane, just let me know. Thanks. Let me start this stream here, and we'll be all good to go. We'll let some people.
Huh?
Go ahead.
I said these dogs upstairs are kind of like being loud, so I need to see what's up with them. I think they need fed.
That's fine. Go ahead, dude. Go ahead and take your time. It'll give us some time to get some people into the stream.
Okay.
We got Shane Duckworth currently feeding some dogs. I got my dogs in the back, so, you know, because dogs are cooler than cats, so you heard it here first. We're going to go over what some of the stuff that we went over last night with the three candidates who couldn't make it. Shane was nice enough to hop on this afternoon on his day off and give us some feedback. I got a couple questions for him. And then I'm going to ask him, you know, some of the same stuff that we went over last night about why he should be on the show over the other three candidates. So only two people make it. Yeah. So we're going to get some FaceTime with Shane Duckworth, your 2019 Turbo Worlds winner. So get out my trash, Ace. So we'll go ahead and, when he gets back, we'll go ahead and start the official show. And then you can give us some questions if you want via on the chat. And we can go from there. Yes, there's a really weird glare with my phone. I got locals tonight. I'm playing some Taki.
Hell yeah, play some Taki.
I'm playing Taki, man. So I've been sending Tim Keefe and Mark Wisniewski, you know those Taki chips? They have those chips called Takis. It's like this Mexican crunchy thing.
Yeah, the snack.
Yeah, so I've been telling them the universe has been telling me that that's who I need to play for singles, and so that's who I'm going to roll with singles is the Taki. So
She's pretty good.
Yeah, so I got like version 5.6 going tonight, so I don't know how much more I can do, but anywho, so we got Shane Duckworth on. Thanks for coming on, buddy, on your day off. And so last night with Miles, Church, and Dave, we had a couple questions. But first, we wanted them to kind of speak about their experience in UFS, like why they, just introduce yourself, and then kind of say like why you should be on the show. Like you have like a unique point of view because you worked for the company for so long, and you really haven't lost any steam. Like you heard the question that I asked the gentleman last night about, does your past employment with Jasco Games affect you going into Worlds? Maybe like you obviously have no ring rust because you won Turbo Worlds. You know, you won a fucking car. So, but yeah, so why don't you just go a brief overview of your UFS history and kind of like why you should be picked over everybody else.
All right. Let me tell you what, Chris Smith.
Okay.
I am a different player now than I was like ever since 2011.
Okay.
All right. Let me tell you something. I know this is a live stream, but I'm gonna drop the big enchilada right here. Okay. Guess what, Chris Smith? I don't smoke weed anymore. All right. I don't smoke weed anymore.
You aren't suppressed. Okay? Your demon gene isn't suppressed anymore.
Listen, the devil gene is no longer suppressed, okay? I feel more powerful now than I ever have, all right? All because I don't smoke weed no more, Chris. Most of the community has known me probably, like, I would say 2011, okay?
Okay.
Because I played UFS when the game first started. I played during 2006, right? It was the Soul Calibur Street Fighter Set 1. Right, and you also had the Penny Arcade Battle Box. That's when I first started, okay? Now, I don't want to sound like, you know, arrogant or whatever, but I've always been good at UFS, okay?
That's what the gentleman said last night, too.
Worlds 2007, I just turned 16, and it was a 188-person tournament, and I got third place. The person that knocked me out was Andrew Alexa. Andrew Alexa knocked me out of top 4. But I was 16, okay? When I was on the stage with everybody, there were like 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds. Jeremy Ray was there. He got like top 8, I believe. When I was on the stage with them, and I'm like the youngest person, except for the dude in New Zealand. I think he was 15. But anyways, I was like the youngest person on top 16. And I was like, man, this is my game, you know? Like, I need to play this game. So, you know, I played up until 2009 when Fantasy Flight dropped the game. And then, you know, Jasu Games, they posted on the forums. I remember they posted on the Fantasy Flight forums. They were like, all right, we're looking to pick up the game. And, you know, most people were like, you're not going to do it. Even I was like, no, you're not going to do it. There's no way, right? So I just kept doing other stuff. I think I got into like another card game or something like that. But so Worlds 2011, it was actually Dan Hughes. Okay, so major shout outs to Dan Hughes. He's the one who pushed for me to go. And I went Worlds 2011, and that's when I met like the new blood. Okay, now when I mean new blood, I mean like players like the Atlanta group. So you had Piglet, you had Keenan. There's like a bunch of Atlanta guys who I first met at that event. I also met Phil Birch there too. I teamed with Phil Birch at that event. So that was my first time I met Phil Birch, Stephen Jones, like all these new players I never saw before. But guess what, Chris Smith? That was when I was smoking weed, dude. And so everybody knows me. Everybody knows who I was when I was under the influence, okay? But now I'm not under the influence anymore, okay? Now let me tell you what. Wait, am I missing anything here? What I'm going to go into is that does working at Jasco give me an advantage? But is there anything else I should cover before going into that?
No, but I do have one question first, though. Since you had won Turbo Worlds, we know you haven't learned to drive stick yet. That's coming. But have you named your car yet? Have you named it? Have you named it? Yes.
I haven't named it, but I know it's female. All right.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I haven't named it yet.
Yeah. Okay, so now the real question everybody would like to know is, since your past employment at Jasco Games, does that give you a decided advantage on the field and like on shows like the Guile Treatment Preview Show, to where you can see things from both sides of the table as the company man and as the player? Do you have like a better point of view in a way to either play the game and cover it?
Chris Smith, I'm gonna tell you something. All right, I'm gonna drop another bombshell right here. Okay. Many people might not believe this, but working at Jasco Games actually made me worse at UFS. Okay, you might not believe that, but listen. Let me tell you what. The public perception is, oh, listen, you work at Jasco Games, okay? You know all the cards, you know all the interactions, you have all the cards, blah blah blah, all this stuff, right? Let me tell you what. The same people who think that would have to believe that the people who create Smash Brothers are the best Smash Brothers players. And how false is that? How wrong can that be? The best players of the game are the players who play the game on a weekly basis and play at the competitive level, at the top competitive level. Working at Jasco Games, I was starved, dude. I couldn't play at the competitive levels, dude. I played in a couple PTCs. I won like 4 in a row, and then I won the 2K, and Jason's like, all right, man, you can't play anymore. I was devastated, dude. I was like, oh my gosh, dude. So And then that was eating away at me for a while. And then, couldn't play for like 3 years competitive level. So I think I got worse. Now, Turbo Worlds, okay, that was a different story. All right. Anything I should talk about before we cover into Turbo Worlds?
Nah, yeah, if you want to.
I'm jumping all over the place, but listen, I don't smoke weed no more.
I don't know if you ever caught any of the Guile treatment. We don't have a set path. We just jump all over the place too, so it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so it's going to Turbo Worlds, and then we can get your thoughts on the latest set, because that's something we could probably just glance over pretty quick. Because I don't know how much time you got. I got about another 15 minutes or so because I have to get to local. So
all right, let me tell you about Turbo Worlds. So I left Jasper Games in November, I believe, right? So then,
by the way, before you move on, you look good, dude. Like I can totally tell you've totally your demeanor and like you just seem happier, I should say. Like I say you weren't ever not happy.
Clear mind, man. I don't have any drugs like in my brain. Yeah. I'm complete. Listen, I'm a new dude. Okay, I'm a new dude. Like I said, people probably don't know this version of Shane Duckworth now.
Yeah, that's true. It's like meeting a new person completely. So
dude, man, I was playing Kevin Broberg, dude. I was playing Kevin Broberg at Turbo Worlds, man. And as we were playing, it's like boop, 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 calculating percentage of 5 checks. Make a check. Oh, we got a check. I'm just doing a bunch of stuff because I have a clear mind. It's like I enjoy the game more, okay? Sure. And being able to play after being suppressed for like 3-4 years, it's a new outlook on the game, right? I don't think it makes me better, but I have more fun playing the game. And let me tell you something. There's more to winning in UFS than being a good player and playing a strong deck. There's more to it than that. Mm-hmm. A lot of it is who you are at the time, who you're playing, like how you feel when you're playing, A lot of it is like that. There's a lot of underlying factors in deciding who is a winner in UFS. It's not just playing the strongest deck or whatever, or being the strongest player.
Because to be fair, at Turbo Worlds, you were kind of the underdog because Jackie traditionally beats Goro in. Traditionally, I should say, your deck was tech to beat.
That was the toughest matchup.
Yeah, your deck was tough. Yeah, your deck was tech to beat Jackie because that is your toughest matchup. But normally, Jackie hands Goro his ass. But you flipped the script and you owned all the Jackies. So But yeah, go ahead. Why don't you talk about the fruition of the deck a bit? I know you haven't got to do like a major deck profile for it. I know for your own sponsor, but I would love to maybe get your kind of points of view on that. So.
Sure, sounds good. So let me tell you about the lead up to Turbo Worlds. All right, I was playing Jackie Briggs. Okay, so I left Jasper Games in November, and then Miles flew me out for the 1-year anniversary of LWG, and then he offered me a job, and I was like, yeah, Miles, sure, I want to help you out. So that's how that works. So then the first Turbo event I played in, I just played Jackie because I knew Jackie was a strong deck, and I didn't think it'd be like an easy win, but I wanted to like kind of test it out. I didn't do the Airground Smash and Getaway Fire combo. I don't like the Getaway Fire combo. I get it. It's good. You pick it up, play it again, draw a bunch of cards, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I don't like it. So I played a life version that just played Quick Burst and Airground Smash, Urban Shower, something else, but also the Sakura Foundation where you pitch it for +2 speed, which is like nuts in Turbo. They get +2 speed, +12 damage. It's going through, dude. Yeah. That damage is going through. So I ended up going 8-0 in that event, and I was qualified. And honestly, I didn't like plan Turbo for like up until the last couple of weeks. So for the last chance qualifier, well, hold up. Before I get into that, I was trying to find a deck for Turbo Worlds, okay? And at the time, Mark Tyner had this Cassie Cage deck, and he's like, yo, listen, man, you play Missile Launcher into a Shitenketsu, build, Glow Kick for 20 damage. I'm like, okay, this deck is the truth. Cassie Cage is the key to the car, okay? That's what I thought. I really thought that. And then Tony 2, dude, mad props to Tony 2, man. Tony 2, this man is one of like the main reason why I got so far. He shows up one day, he's like, hey, man, I built Goro. I'm going to whoop your ass with it, dude. I'm going to whoop you so hard, you're going to call me Tony, okay? This is what he told me. That's what he told me. So I was like, all right, fine. So I play him with the Cassie Cage deck, and he destroys me with Goro, dude. I'm like, all right, man, you clearly have the deck. You know what to do. He showed me Swallow Your Soul into Dark Jirito, and I was sold, dude. I was completely sold. I'm like, all right, this is the deck to play. So we worked on the deck for the whole week. Now, the last chance qualifier, I played Jeddah, okay? Because there was one Turbo event that I played that I got second in. I lost to Zach Moore playing Jackie in the finals, and I played Jeddah with, like, Falling Heel Strike and Save the Sea Rats, just, like, show your whole hand, your momentum, Dita Elemento, bing, 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 Mm-hmm. So, and then I ended up winning the last chance qualifier with the Jeddah deck, right? But Tony and I looked back, and I asked Jason, I'm like, yo, Jason, listen, man, I did really good with this Jetta deck, but what do you think I should play? Should I play Jetta or Goro? He's like, I think you play Goro, dude. Like, I was like, okay, fine. So this Goro list, right? So Tony and I played pretty much the same thing. He just wanted 4 copies of $500 sunglasses. He's like, this card is busted in Goro. It's like a Shokan Prince. They enhance, you pin down a foundation, and you still have your Shokan Princes up. So he loved $500 sunglasses. Now, I play 4 of that in my standard Goro, so I know how good the card is in Goro, but I wanted tech pieces, okay? I knew I'd be fighting Jackies, all right? Now, I'm an Earth deck. However, Hit, amazing card, dude. So amazing. It shuts down Jackie, shuts down Jet. The missile launcher can't increase stun ratings or whatever, which includes my own copies of that card. Kotal Khan can't give throw. Melina can't give flash. Lord Raptor's blocks don't gain breaker 2. Like, the card is nuts.
Yeah,
okay, so I wanted to play this card, so I played a pit, and I was like, well, if I'm playing a pit, I might as well play a stage kill, because it's a breaker 2 high block that you can pick up with pit. You know, even against decks that like don't even add keywords, if I still play pit, I can pick up this breaker 3 high block, and effectively I'm like a 5-hander, because Goro's only a 4-hander. But you pick up this high block, so you can like extend your whole hand. They hit you with a high, you're like, oh, pick up a high block, breaker 2, you're done. You know, so I played pit, and I played Stage Kill. I also played a 4th copy of Commander of Outworld's Armies, because that card's busted. It's like you take damage, you get to flip one of their cards, so it's good. It's a nice control element. And then I played 2 Avenge the Loved One, that Street Fighter card, the Chun-Li Turbo Box one, reduced damage to 0. I didn't take 12 damage off an Air Ground Smash because I used to Avenge a Loved One. Yeah. I think you can see it in the finals too. I think it was in the finals when I used it. But anyway, so the Goro deck, I remember Tony, he first wanted to play Flashy's Shadow Kick, that Johnny Cage card, because it was like when you mill with Goro, you can choose which order that you put cards in. So you put the foundation you want on top and you build it. So like, I get it, but I was like, I convinced him that the Bebop attack, the Mathis Assault card was better because it's a low attack. Yeah. And attack line's low, so why don't we just make every attack line low? It's cheaper than Flashy Shadow Kick, which means it's better on a Shokan Prince. And anyways, I'm just getting into the deck. I mean, that'll be later, but basically Tony 2 helped me make the deck. So mad props to Tony too, honestly.
Cool. You know what I mean? So I end up watching your finals match, which was pretty insane, because props to Big Johnson for getting that far, but he totally, like, he sees you pick up that stage kill, right? Mm-hmm. And he still throws the high block, the high attack, and you block it, and that pretty much seals the game for you, because he can't do anything else after that. Because you breaker him, he can't. His build, I think, was only like our 2 or a 3 build, and he was stuck. And then you just grind his ass down, and then blow him up with like Dark Cheeritos and stuff. I was kind of half asleep while watching it. It was a little late. I'm an old man. I don't stay up really late. So, but yeah, it was a really riveting final to watch, because it was your worst matchup, but you had teched your deck and you were ready to come and you were ready to play that day, and you beat it. You won the car. And that's awesome.
He actually 2-0'd me in Swiss. We played the final round of Swiss, and he destroyed me. I was like, man, this is like, I can't beat Big Johnson, man. Yeah. Honestly, I think Big Johnson's probably the best turbo player, dude. I even told him, I'm like, listen, man, you won like 6 events. Every event you played in, you've won the qualifier, you know? Mm-hmm. So I was telling him all this stuff, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm not going to be surprised if you beat me. Fucking, he whooped my ass in Swiss, dude, straight up. Yeah. Game 1 was like a 40-minute game, and then he beat me. And then game 2, I just got like, I tried to go in for a kill, and then it didn't work. So
okay.
He 2-0'd me in Swiss, and then top 4 I played against Ryan Field playing Jackie. Now you guys didn't see this because it wasn't on stream. I did not toss a single attack at that Jackie, at Ryan Field's Jackie. I straight up milled him out, because like Jackie's a deck where it's like, it's so hard to beat because he draws so many cards on defense. So she has all these like blocks, and like, I don't want to get reversal urban showered or whatever. Mm-hmm. So like against Ryan Field is like, all right, I build the Shokan Prince, pick up the breaker 2 blocks, like the Nutcrackers and Stage Kills and stuff, hold them in my hand. Then on my next turn, review, draw, shuffle back. Because Goro can't be milled out, okay? Like, if you're in a mill race, Goro can't be milled out because he picks up 4 cards from his discard pile, right? So then, like, you can just play 1 card, have 3. Then, like, you play a card, you make a check, draw a card, so that's 2 off your deck. Then you just form a Goro, shuffle your hand back in your deck. So you're gaining cards as it goes on. Mm-hmm. So Goro can't be milled out. So knowing this, I had to mill Ryan Field out, so I didn't toss a single attack at him. And he actually conceded both games because he's like, yeah, I just can't get past your wall, dude. The issue with Big Johnson is that he played fatalities in his deck, so like he could kind of keep up with the mill game. Sure. So I mean, you saw on stream he removed a pit one time, he removed 2 refusing to let go. So like I was more on a clock against that Jackie than I was against the Ron Field Jackie. But yeah, Jackie Briggs is, I think, the best character in Turbo. The reason why I didn't play her in Turbo is because I just don't like the deck. You know, I'm not a big fan of Jackie Briggs. Like the way she plays. A lot of people love her. It's great. I remember Sean O'Brien hit me up. He's like, dude, man, I love Jackie Briggs, dog. Thank you for making the character. I love UFS again because you made Jackie Briggs. You know, he's saying all that stuff, which is great. Yeah. And she's a great character. Just, it's not my gangsta style.
No, we get it. All right, so leading into Worlds, we had a new set come out. What are some of your high points? I don't know how much you've played of Soul Calibur, but I know I've heard you talk about Moonset Jeddah a bunch of times on the Discord. So why don't you talk about a few of the highlights of the set before we end the interview? Why don't you talk about a few highlights from that set?
That's good. So Forbidden Moonset, I think, is the most busted card in the set. This is like Blazing Storm. You remember Blazing Storm, that 2-check attack where they put a foundation in the card pool or whatever? This is like, you get to selectively bounce a foundation to their hand. Are you kidding me? And it's a 5 difficulty 3-check. Like, should have at least been a 5-2 or a 6-3. You know what I mean? Like, this card is busted. And it gets powerful 5.
Yeah.
I was able to turn 2 with Jeddah because I had 2 moon sets and I shoved 2 cards in my momentum. The powerful 5 just blew them away. It's busted, dude. Straight up. I think that's the best card in the set. People are hyped about the Ghost Thief Funeral, and like, I think it's a little harder to work. Like, you need to play someone like Guile who can get the speed, and then, you know, you can do a bunch of stuff with this. So, like, I get the card. I don't know. Zhanghua is pretty nice. I played that deck last night. I basically played the Broberg list. I played it last night in locals, and it's pretty dirty. Dude, Krita Yuga, what a card, man. Holy shit. It's a spam that you get +6 damage on every turn. You ready 2 foundations every turn, and stun 6 on every turn. Yeah, like, bro, what the hell is going on there, man? Dude, Let's Cut Loose, the Maxi action is Pot of Greed. That card is Pot of Greed and a 6-check, dude. Somebody hit a blunt and put a 6-check on that card, man. That is insane, dude. Mark Tyner wanted me to make a meme. It's like, let's make Pot of Greed. Hits blunt. And a 6-check. You know what I mean? There are so many 6-checks in the set. Like, this is an absurd amount of 6-checks. Like, well, let me tell you something. You go into UFS Ultra, okay? Check every box except character. So you check action, asset, attack, foundation, and just click a set and just count how many non-character 6-checks are in the set. Soul Calibur like triples it, dude. Like any other set. There's so many 6-checks in Soul Calibur. Soul cards have no business being a 6-check.
Yeah. Like what were we talking about? It was the Azure Nightmare, the 1/6 that readies itself.
Are you kidding me? People already play a 2/5, like 2 difficulty 5-check, pitch a card to ready it. Failed coup, the vicious card. Yeah. People already play that, and now you make a 1/6 that has so many lines of text. What's going on, guys? I thought it was like a guideline. You know, we have these, like, you know, when we're designing cards, there's these guidelines you follow. A 6-check spam is not supposed to do that much. Are you kidding me? You get to pitch a card and ready it, and then when it's stunned, you burn your opponent for 2. Yeah. You can review it and burn him for 1. Yeah. Like, what the hell is going on, guys?
We have a community question right now.
I totally forgot we were live streaming.
Yeah. Justin Ward asks, what is your favorite symbol currently in Standard?
I don't really have a favorite symbol. However, if I were to pick one, I'd pick water. I love water. People who know me, all I drink is water. And, like, you know, Jason used to call me the water elemental of Jazzfield Games. That's what he used to call me. Because I was, and, like, whenever I would leave on a trip or whatever, something bad would happen in, like, the warehouse that involved water. So I was, like, the thing that kind of kept everything together. So, like, one example, I flew to Singapore, and then in the warehouse, there was a flood. There was, like, a flood in the warehouse. But everything's on pallets, so, like, there wasn't anything that got damaged. Because it's all, like, elevated above the ground. But, like, yeah, I left and there's a flood, you know? So I would say water is probably my favorite symbol. If I had to pick one, I don't really play favorites with symbols, but yeah, water I would say is my favorite symbol.
Sure.
The Moonset Jeddah is off of water too. Dude, the hardest thing ever, man, was when, like, the Legendary Wolf Game sponsorship, you know, you pay $25 or whatever, and they give you a mat, and it's like your favorite symbols. What the fuck are my favorite symbols, man? I don't know. I know water's on there though. I forget the other 2.
Could you go Void because you won with K-Dash off Void?
I think it was all Void and water because there's an old Street Fighter card that had Ken on it. It was an action where you, like, drew 3 and pitched 2. I think it was called. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, its symbols were all Void and water, and those symbols look so nice when they're, like, paired. You know? Sure. I don't think under Jazzfield Games we made anything with all Void and water yet.
No.
Or during my time there, I don't think we ever have. That symbol lineup is tight.
I don't think so. That would be kind of nice, I think. That'd be kind of sexy. That's a neat Yeah, because that would give those two symbols access to a bunch of crap if you like off symbol some shit in. So, but yeah. So continue. What else? What else? What's your? I know we know you love Moonset. We know you love Krita. What character from the new set kind of stands out as maybe you saw it and like this dude's gonna win Worlds? Do you have one of these?
I thought Nightmare was the most busted character, dude, because 2-for-1, you play a missile launcher and you get to play it again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought that was busted, but in testing, it's just another tournament deck. Like, it doesn't seem like it does anything special.
Yeah.
It's very weak to, like, control hacks. Its attacks can be negated. You stop Nightmare. Like, I thought Nightmare was busted, man. I was wrong about that.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Let me see. All right, I'm going to quickly pull up the character list.
Okay. That's
I still don't know all these. Now, I know that we're testing Grow right now. I don't know how I feel about Grow. I think he ain't there. Oh, I think Ivy's busted, man. It's hard to lose with Ivy. You know what I mean? Like, she gains so much life. You know? Like, she's a stacker checks and stuff. I think she's good. Oh my gosh, we have a Maxi deck that like wins turn 1 over here in Omaha. I think Maxi's pretty busted.
Yeah, he's my favorite. I think he's maybe the best character in the set.
Possibly, now that I think about it, because like we have a Maxi deck and it won 8 times in a row going second. So it goes second and it wins 8 times in a row on first turn. Is what I meant to say. First turn, you do all this stuff. Like Maxi's crazy, man. He starts with 7 cards. He ends the game with like 20 cards in hand, 8 cards in his card pool, 11 foundations. Like, how do you get from 7 cards to this? It's all Maxi, dude. Yeah. It is all Maxi.
He's nuts.
Yeah, Maxi is nuts. Let's see here. Oh, dude. So the Arkansas PTC is this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Okay? I forgot to ask you about. I was going to ask you about that because I know you're going.
I'm going. It's going to be my first PTC back. Now, I don't know if my goal is to win this event because PTCs are more like a pub stomp thing. I'm not saying that as like an elitist mindset or whatever. It's more like a testing ground, I would say. It's like a high quality testing ground. That's what a PTC is. Okay. So I have a couple decks in the lineup. I want to play either Jeddah with the moon set, Akuma, because dude, man, Akuma is like,
it's Akuma.
Man, I've had some players who are fairly new and they beat me with Akuma. I'm like, man, dude, if new players can just trash me with Akuma, imagine what that deck can do in the hands of like a veteran.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So like, shit, Akuma seems like an obvious choice. But I think Chris Nixon's playing Akuma and we're on the same sponsored team, so I won't
diversify.
Yeah. Well, I just don't want to do that. I don't want to put that energy in there. Saphidia, bruh. I have a Saphidia deck. Grey Wars are back, baby. Holy hell, man. My Saphidia deck, I don't care about Deadlock, man. Because when you attack me, you attack into Saphidia, okay? You get 6 of your foundations committed and your character gets committed. It's like awful.
That happened to me last Wednesday.
Vibes, dude. Remember Vespera? Mm-hmm. I don't want to attack with Vespera. My board's going to get fucked up. Yeah. Same thing with Saphidia, dude. Same shit.
Yeah.
So like, I have 20 foundations out. What are you going to do? You're going to scratch that Deadlock itch? You're going to attack me? Are you really going to do it? Commit your whole board, dude, and commit your character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then on my turns, like deep freeze, do stun 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
Thunder, Prof Thunder, Frost Hammer, all this stuff.
I attacked into Trent as Saphidia. He stop blocked me and committed like 6 of my foundations, and I was like, well, my turn's done. Yeah.
Grey Wars, man. And one of the reasons why I want to play that in Arkansas is because like how it's kind of set up, because like people are like, oh, the game's aggressive, and all that. But honestly, Garrett Brett told me something not too long ago. This was like 2 years ago. And he's like, the game is fast, but only if you want to make it fast. Okay. This was during Scorch Wheel meta when it was like a Turbo Man, Scorch Wheel, Tim Keefe, Pharaoh Man, all this stuff. He's like, yeah, the game's fast, but it's only if you want to make it fast. And yeah, the game's fast now. You got Key League, you got turn 1 Maxi, you have all these busted decks that just go attack. But like, Saphidia, man, you attack her, your whole board's committed, she stops your character, busted, man. Yeah. Busted. Yeah. So I'm thinking about playing her. I think the deck's like 72 cards now. It's like a very Garrett-esque deck, I'm thinking about playing that. Let's see. Oh, Yoshimitsu. He's another guy who can turn 1, man. That guy can turn 1 kill. Dude, they printed a weapon card that doesn't count towards progressive?
Yeah.
Punishment time? Are you kidding me? So you have turn 1 punishment time. Look at the top 2. Ooh, attacking the foundation. Put the foundation on top. Flame sword. Oh, check it. Ooh, pick your weapon card. Draw 2. Ooh, face splitter. You're going to be hit with a face splitter now. And face splitter again on a 6. Check a 6. There's way too many 6 checks in the game, dude. And yeah, you just first turn kill people, man. It's nuts, man. I told Jason, I'm like, yo, man. Game's like disgusting right now, man. There's so much bullshit you can do on turn 1. He's like, yeah, I don't really like turn 1 kills. I mean, who doesn't like turn 1 kills, honestly?
Yeah, I know.
The game's only fast if you want to make it fast.
Yeah, exactly. That's some really good Garrett knowledge, or a Garrettism. The game is only fast if you make it fast. And
Garrett 2017, that's when he said it.
Okay, cool. All right, so again, I want to say good luck this weekend. Me and Tim Friedlieb are going to be restreaming it with commentary, so hopefully we'll get one of your matches up on there, and then safe travels like always. And I want to say thanks for coming on. Don't forget to go vote for Shane. If you guys want Shane to come on the show, which I think by this time the cat's out of the bag, I'm just going to have everybody who wants, of the top 5 that wants to be on the show, they're going to be on the show anyways. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to just pick 2. I'm going to have them all on there. Because you on here today, I wish you were here last night, because everyone was just, we really wanted you there, but you were working. So we didn't, we weren't going to have you pulled away from your job. But technically, I think I would have. I would have been like, hey, Shane, come on, man. But everyone
to watch the counter, I would have gladly done it.
Everybody
every day at work is like 12 hours. So
yeah, I understand, man. It's like real life comes first. I get that. So I trust me. I know all about that. Dave and Church and Miles, they answered. They talked about how you were a great player before you worked for Jasco, and now you didn't lose any of that knowledge. Like you said earlier, now you're a better player because you are now in the thick of things now. You're testing, you're playing every day, you're playing against high quality players every day. And man, if there's a short list to pick for people to win worlds, you're definitely on it, dude. I know that for a fact. So I know a lot of people are pulling for you. I know I want to win cardboard, but I think I'm more focused on teams this year because I owe Mark and Tim Keefe the debt of gratitude for letting me be on their team again. So I think teams is my focal point. But yeah, man, hopefully we face each other. Because I think I've never actually faced you in actual standard play. We've played some fun games and stuff, but never. I know we played at the 1K in St. Louis, and you just bought me pretty good. So I know that. But
well, there's a lot of players who I haven't played in a long time. Like when I sat down against Kevin Broberg at Turbo Worlds to play a fun game, I was like, listen, man, it's been about 4 years since you last played against me, okay? I'm a different person, Kevin Broberg. And I would say all this stuff to him and stuff like that. And he's like, has it really been 4 years? I'm like, yeah, dude, I couldn't play for 4 years, man.
Yeah.
So I think the last time we played was like Chicago PTC 2015 or whatever.
Oh, that's right. You won that one. Yeah, you beat him with Kim. Yeah, I remember that.
Kim,
yeah, I remember that. The Kim Hafquan deck. I remember that.
What a character. What an absolute character.
I know. It's okay. So my question to you is this. Would Kim be okay in today's meta?
In the format with like hand cannon and stuff? And Stop didn't exist. Well, I guess back then he had Quan Chang Nim to stop himself being committed. I don't know.
Like, there's answers to it. Like, it's kind of weird if you think about it. Like, all these characters that were like K-Dash, Maxima, Vespera to a point. Like we have characters who are considered probably better than them or on same or like they're like the same power level. Where I think Chin can just always stay banned because no one wants to play against someone who starts 2 foundations ahead. But but I think some of those characters would be really neat if you if we did a Jasco Eternal event or if that became like an actual format where you could play some of these characters. Because I think that'd be really neat to see the interactions. Like you said, hand cannons in the format now, that stops, that stops K-Dash, that stops Kim, It's just interesting to spitball and throw stuff against the wall and see just kind of theory craft, that type of stuff, I think.
Yeah, so another thing too, when we talk about decks and if they're good or not, usually I have this kind of philosophy where if a deck is winning between turns 3, 4, 5, and 6, it's usually fine, because that's when the game is supposed to end. UFS game is supposed to be anywhere from 3 to 6 turns. So if a deck is winning on those turns, then it should be fine. Honestly, I thought this is gonna be blasphemy. I thought the Sub-Zero Infinite was fine because it's it doesn't win on turn 2. It's not a turn 2 deck. Doesn't kill you on turn 1. It needs to set up and then it does its thing. And it's hard to beat. It's kind of like Kim at that point. I get why it's unfun to play against. It's not interactive. I totally get that, and that's why Jasco makes bans that are erratas or whatever that are appropriate to fix the format. But in my opinion, if a deck is winning from there, then it's probably fine. Kim was a deck you can see the finals on YouTube, me against Kevin Broberg, and I won those games probably turn 5 or 6. because there was a lot of setup involved. You know, you can't just go all in with the Kim combo. You gotta like, you know, when your opponent has stuff like Showdown that just pins your board down or just blocks a breaker or whatever, it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to establish something first. But anyways, that's what I think about decks. If they're winning anywhere from that range, 3 to 6 turns, then they're probably fine.
Okay. David Guerrera from Indianapolis asks, what are your thoughts on Siegfried?
Oh, man, you don't want to know my thoughts on Siegfried, man. Oh, man. I looked at Siegfried, dude. I think he's one of the – I don't want to say one of the worst in the set, but I mean, you got to work for your wins with that character. You got to work really hard for your wins with that character, man.
You do.
That's my thoughts on him. Now, we'll say I haven't really gotten behind the wheel of Siegfried, but I looked at his stuff. I look at his character, and I know what he does, and – you just got to work for your wins. Whereas other characters, it's easier to obtain your wins.
Sure.
You know, and I think that can be said. Like, I think anybody can look at the character roster and see that. Like these, 10 characters, it's easy to get your wins. These characters, it's harder to get your wins. You know, like I'll take a little detour here. Miles Tyler played Terry One Dot for the longest time. Terry One Dot was a working man's deck. You did not get free wins with that deck. You had to work hard for your wins with that deck.
Very true.
So like it wasn't, and that's why he always got mad against like the Tengu Dive decks or whatever, because it's like anybody can pick up a Tengu Dive deck and play. Anybody can pick up a Sport Tool deck, check 5s and win. That's true. So like coming from a perspective where you have to do A, B, C, and D to get your win, and then other players just need to do A and B and to get their win. You know, it's kind of like hits you right here. Oh man, dude. So yeah.
Okay.
Siegfried's just a working man's character. Right? You gotta work for your wins. Okay?
It's kind of weird though because he is blonde. He does have Earth, so maybe he's this era's Terry Bogard.
I think I heard Jason say something about that. Like, you know, Jason, he likes to drop some hints and stuff like that. And before the set was released, he's like, "Yeah, Siegfried, you may get Terry vibes from it." And I was like, so he's going to block and bring a foundation down. All right. Like, sure enough, that's what he does.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, Shane, I just want to say thanks again for coming on.
No problem.
You know,
thank you for having me on. So I know I've been super busy. Like I said, I work like 12 hours a day. I don't get really a chance to do this. Yeah. I actually had plans today, but Tony Two's he ended up having to be at work. So I was like, yo, Smith, man, let's fucking do this podcast, man.
So
let's do this live stream. I don't smoke weed no more.
So so there is so for the Guile treatment, if you win, you have to come on the Guile treatment and talk about your win. So everybody knows this. Deal. We're shaking hands. So because we normally have the PTC winners. I don't know if you've caught any of the episodes, but we normally have the PTC winners on to talk about their deck and their thought process and their opponents and stuff like that. So. It's a good time. It's just a nice, friendly chat like this with Rob and Barrett. So people who know more about the game than I do. So but I'm just the face. I'm just the lovely face of the group. So
listen, you got a beautiful face, Chris.
Thank you.
All right,
you do too.
You got a super beautiful face.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. You're very photogenic, man. I love it.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
So again, good luck this weekend. Travel safe. Do you want to do any? Do you have a sponsor you got to shout out on this episode? You probably should, right? It's in their call.
LegendaryWolfGames.com. Get yours today.
There you go.
Get your out of stock singles today at LegendaryWolfGames.com. Listen, let me tell you something. If there's a card that is out of stock, and you're looking for it, just hit me up and I'll see what I can happen. There was a guy from Minneapolis and he sent me a message like, "Yo, man, is there a waiting line for the missile launchers? Because I need some missile launchers, dude. I need 2 missile launchers." So I was like, well, there's not a waiting list, but let me see what I can do. So I opened up Bebop boxes till I got 2 missile launchers. And then I was like, listen, man, here you go. So
Sweet.
Put them up on the site. I was like, listen, man, I had to open 16 boxes just to get 2 of them. So it's going to be like a $40 card, man. He's like, okay, that's fine. I've been looking for these for a long time. So yeah, dude, if there's any cards that are out of stock and you want them, just send me a message or send a message to LegendaryWolfGames.com. I think it's contact@LegendaryWolfGames.com. But either way, what you can do is send us a message. You're looking for cards, you can't find them, let me know. All right.
You got the inside track right there, people. You got the exclusive right there. So again, all right. So Shane, have a good day. We'll talk to you later, man. Have a good night.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. All right, everyone. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Guile treatment. Bye.